Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you the cash envelope system that I'm currently using. I got this after taking a Dave Ramsey financial peace class, which is amazing. And one of the big things that he pushes for is to use cash over credit cards because you feel your money more when you use cash. So I really like it, but the only thing I didn't like was people used envelopes, which crinkle and get messed up. They paperclip their money together, but then it was hard to take it off, count it out, see what section it was from. There's a lot of different methods, but this is the one I'm currently using, and I really like it. So, things that you will need is just a file folder. I got this from the dollar store for $1. You need paper cutter, pretty paper, blank paper, scissors, and also a pen. So after you have all of that together, we are going to make our very own cash envelopes. Alright, so I already have mine done, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So I got a red one. It has 6 different sections that I've already labeled out what I wanted. This is the one that I'm currently using. And then I also made my own DIY register just so I can really keep track of what I'm spending my money on. Because say I put $250 in groceries, I go in and only have $13 left and can't remember. I take out my register, I look to the one with groceries, and I can see everything that I spent on groceries for that particular paycheck. So I really like that. So I like these better because they're durable, they're easy. I mean, you just reach in here, grab your money, and when you're done, you just throw this thing in your purse and take it with you wherever you're going next. So to do this, the first thing that you need to do is to decide what categories you want. And what I mean by that is each folder has a little tab. And each tab needs to be something different that you're separating your money for. So I did groceries, eating out, spending money, and savings. I only do 4 because I use my card for all my bills. I bill pay online. So I use cash where I can. But then my other 2 are coupons to try to help me save money. And then grocery list, just so that I could use all 6 of them. So what you need to do is each one comes with this little book of tabs. And at first I was going to try to color code them, but the color doesn't look pretty after you color it, so I wouldn't recommend that. So you just need to figure out which sections you want and write them on each tab. Then all you have to do is take the tab off and place it on the individual plastic tab. That way you have your dividers. After you did that, that's pretty much all you need for that. And then the register, which I just took blank paper because I make a new one every paycheck because I usually fill these up. And I'll just write, groceries, eating out, spending, and then just like a checkbook, as I take something out, I'm going to write down what my new total is, and write down what my new total is. Then when the next pay period comes, I just throw this away. You can use checkbook registers, but they tend to be hard to follow of which category you took it out of unless you color code it, and that just wasn't very easy for me. So we're going to make one of these real quick. So all you need is your color paper, which is completely optional, just your pretty paper to make it look all pretty on the outside and the back. And then just however many blank sheets that you want. I did 6 in mine, but just to show y'all, I'm just going to do 1. So what you do is we're cutting our paper 3 by 5. So what I did was cut, and this is a really good way, sorry, that's my dog. This is a really good way to help you track your spending, especially if you're trying to budget. It's really good to use cash folder, envelope, or whatever for any category that you have a tendency to spend over in. For me, that's definitely groceries because I see all these wonderful recipes online, and then I want to make them, but of course I don't have any of the ingredients that go in them. So then I end up buying the thing that I'll use once. So to make that particular recipe, and then I never use it again. So I tend to overspend on groceries and also eating out. So I have my cash, and I know that once I use that cash, that I'm done for those 2 weeks. Alright, so I also cut our pretty paper at 3 by 5, and you just put the pretty paper on the outside. Make sure the pretty paper side is facing up so you can see it from both sides. And then you just need a hole punch. Oh. Oops, forgot to grab my hole punch. And I just hole punch the corner. Just like that. And then whatever matching yarn I have, it really doesn't have to match, but I'm just going to use yellow because I'm overrun with yellow. And then all I did was, to try to make it look a little pretty, was I did 2 loops around each side. There's 1, there's 2, and then around this top side 2. And then this one I'll just use for next paycheck, and at the end of the pay cycle I know that I can go back there, go back in my register, see what I spent money on. You're kind of checking it just like your debit card does when you get online. So you can see what you spent your money on, what you can do better on next time. I just really like this. It helps me stay on track on my budget, which is a new thing for me. Well, not exactly new. I've been doing it for 6 months, but it's still ever so painful as it was the first time. I like to spend money, so if I didn't budget, I'd be broke in 2 days. Alright, and there you have it. So we have our nice little register that I'll use next week. What I do is I just pop that in the front. Ooh, where'd mine go? Here it is. So this is the one I made for this paycheck. So I've got it right here. I'm going to flip it over. I'll write groceries. I'll write eating out. I'll write spending money. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and do it. So I'm just going to flip it back. So this first one is going to be groceries. Eating out. Spending money. And then savings. Because what I do with this one, if there's ever a time when I'm out and I want to purchase something but I don't, I reward myself by putting that money into my savings tab that I know is going to be extra money going into my savings, because I'm saving up for a house right now, me and my husband are, so that really helps with that. So then I just have my register. When I use groceries, I'll just write it down here, and then at the end of the pay period I can see if I overspent anywhere. I keep this right in the front, and then this just goes in my purse after I put my money in it. So it's really great. I hope y'all like this video. And just remember to like and subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye, guys.